Is it finally over for Twitch? And if it is, will the hot tub section still magically survive somehow? In any case, let's find out.
Hello, Moist Charlie Clips Army. Today I want to talk about the ongoing streaming wars. It is a brutal battle that's waging across the entire internet at the moment.
True.
What I mean by that is the current landscape of streaming is actually very competitive, and there's somewhat of a streaming war going on right now with people choosing sides and getting angry at everyone else that's not on their favorite platform or talking about their favorite platform. And I just want to go over the whole situation. So for streaming, the big players are Twitch, YouTube, Kick, and Rumble now. Facebook is still kind of there, but mainly is like a joke. It's kind of just
Facebook's
a
not
stock
dead.
of streaming.
Facebook is not dead. Facebook is not dead. Even though the stock prices are going up, which is good because I own a couple of shares there. It's not dead. It's garbage. It's a joke.
The only streamers that ever flocked to Facebook streaming were the ones that were paid to do so. Outside of that, it's just kind of treated like a quarantine zone where you go there as like, you know, a paid vacation for a year or so till your contract runs out, and then you go back to Twitch or YouTube or wherever you were streaming beforehand. It's basically just like going to jail for a little while but being paid to be there because no one's watching Facebook streams. I understand it's pretty popular internationally, but it doesn't really have an identity outside of that. Like, it doesn't have a strong gaming audience. It doesn't have a strong anything live stream.
The moment your grandma is on her last legs, Facebook is on the last legs.
Streaming audience related at all. Again, the only people that have ever been there are the ones that were paid to do so. No one's choosing to go there on their own volition. Whereas the other four major players in the live streaming space, people are choosing to go there even when not paid in a lot of cases. And this has been leading to a lot of hubbub. For a while, Twitch was seen as the gold standard for streaming. If you wanted to dip your tootsies into the streaming pool, you'd try Twitch. That was just the go-to spot for all streaming, gaming related or otherwise, really. But over the years, they've done a number on that reputation. They've really sullied it.
They actually didn't do anything bad at their reputation. No one cares. Oh, what's that? Unfair rule enforcement against some kind of girl who sleeps with a mod? Honestly, who cares? People are still gonna watch Twitch. Let's not pretend here that people are virtuous and people actually care about this stuff. The Twitch admins could literally be doing rituals with babies and no one would care. People would still watch Twitch. The thing is, there's now enough traction, enough people on alternative platforms that Twitch is actually now suffering, okay? No big personality on Twitch is leaving Twitch without getting paid. That's the reality of it. Twitch's reputation is completely meaningless in this conversation. You need to understand that.
It's become more stained than a white t-shirt on spaghetti night. Like, it is not looked at with the same prestige that it once was. Twitch has been viewed as kind of a sinking ship, and they make it pretty clear that they're not making a lot of money, or at least not the amount of money they'd expect to, which is why they keep making all of these wild policy changes and nickel and diming and taking things away from creators.
That's
and shit.
true, though.
Over the years, people have been kind of pushed away from Twitch, and even like some major streaming players went to other platforms, like Mixer. Rest in peace, Mixer. There was a time where Mixer paid talent to leave Twitch and go there.
Good times.
And it worked until Mixer died, and then they went back to Twitch. But the difference now, as opposed to then with Mixer, is the competition's only grown. Twitch has continued to go on a downward trajectory, whereas YouTube has gone on an upward trajectory. People are now choosing to start streaming on YouTube as opposed.
You know what's the hot take here? YouTube's not actually battling on all of this. YouTube's just literally sitting there because YouTube understands that it's gonna win in the long run. Because no platform is even gonna get a 100 of the views that YouTube can provide potentially for a person. It's not happening. It's not happening. So YouTube just understands it can easily outlast everyone. It's not even trying. Dr. Disrespect went to YouTube. What did YouTube do? Nothing. They literally said, we do not care about you. You should be happy we actually allow you here. That's the reality of YouTube. And it's going to win the long run because the discoverability on YouTube is 100 billion times better than on any other platform. So they don't even have to improve their streaming qualities or services. They're going to win the long game.
Opposed to Twitch, because there's better sub splits, which means you can make a living easier on YouTube, so you won't need as many viewers or subscribers as you would on Twitch, and that's pretty
It's still
enticing to a
horrible,
lot of
though.
people. And it also just has some quality of life features that Twitch doesn't have that YouTube does that make it better. The live streams are higher quality, they're easier to access, like Twitch mobile is still kind of dog shit, and on YouTube live streams you can just rewind in the stream as far back as you want, which you can't.
Which is a negative, by the way, potentially, because then people are treating it more as a video, and it has issues. It has upsides and it has downsides.
Do on Twitch. You'd have to go to the VOD to like rewatch the stuff that was happening prior to you getting there. So just a lot of convenience features, but Twitch still does have the upper hand when it comes to community building, emotes, as well as just the chat itself. Also, discoverability on YouTube's pretty dog.
That's actually the only thing that's good about Twitch. It's no other platform is even close to creating this unreal, unhinged subscriber culture. You know, on Twitch, if you say, hey, anyone who has a Prime, drop it now, it actually gets dropped. People just do it. And people actually sometimes even do it for actual real money. On YouTube, you have to beg for people to do that, and still no one's gonna do it. The culture is just so different.
Shit, Twitch still has the upper hand there. But these are all things that YouTube could easily work towards and improve on. But now, not only is YouTube a competitor to Twitch, two other streaming platforms have started to pop off. One of them rose straight out of the fucking septic tank. It's called Rumble. Rumble was a platform that was immediately adopted by conspiracy theorists and absolute unhinged lunatics. I actually used to go on Rumble just to keep watching conspiracy videos once they were purged from YouTube. So I would go and watch like secret space program advocates as well as flat earthers, hollow earthers, all of that shit. That used to be the loony bin that I would go to just to watch the most unhinged shit and laugh at it. And now
Semi-true. There's a lot of unhinged stuff there, but Rumble's policy on what you can say there was way more lax than Twitch. If on Twitch you got banned for saying something that's not even actually controversial, you could still get banned if it was the wrong thing and you were small enough. On Rumble, that was not the case.
Now, it's an actual competitor in the streaming space, mainly because a lot of people that were banned elsewhere flocked to Rumble as like the last resort. It was the only, island left where they were allowed to broadcast their content, so they settled on Rumble. And it very much still does have like those really fucking over-the-top crazy people on there and just literal racists, like real racists on there. But it now has started making signings to try and get rid of that image, so they're signing people like Kai Cenat and Speed and Gideon and Mizkif.
Did they get... did Rumble get them, or did Kick get them?
It seems like it's trying to get away from the image that it has, where it's just...
But also, hot take. If you're signing up Speed and you're hoping that, racists will not come, well, you're I show Speed, first of all, he himself is as racist as it honestly gets. Two, his fan base is beyond racist. So, if you're signing up I show Speed in hopes that there's not going to be racist, man, you're making a mistake there, bucko.
It's viewed as a platform of nothing but racists and hatred. And I don't know if the rebranding's working or not in the public eye, but
probably
it's
not.
Only
no one
growing
cares
in terms of how many users are signing up on Rumble, at least according to all of the data available. But right now, if you go to any category on Rumble that's not politically motivated or just like actual hate spewing garbage, there's no viewers. It's a barren wasteland. If you try and watch like Valorant or some shit on Rumble, you won't find anything or anyone there. It's just completely empty. But it is growing pretty fast.
It's the political space, technically.
And Rumble's not the only new player in the streaming space that's making Twitch sweat. Kick would also have to be in that conversation to some degree. It's only been around for a handful of months. It's been less than a year. And it's already pretty popular. Most people have heard of the site by now. Like, their biggest streamers are getting like 50, 60k average viewers, but then after they go offline, that drops off substantially. And there also is huge accusations.
But this is how it starts. And he's going to say accusations of viewbotting, which is, by the way, completely understandable and most likely legit. Like, let's be real here, okay? It is most likely true that there's viewbotting going on there. But yeah, these platforms are taking people away from Twitch and getting them off in other places. And the more people start to use alternative platforms, well, the better it becomes. Remember when there was supposed to be an alternative for Twitter before Elon Musk got it? The moment it launched, the moment it garnered even a little bit success, the US went after it, Big Tech went after it, every platform banned it off of their platforms instantaneously because it was actually a legitimate contender. It's absolute insanity. And for what? Well, the classic hate speech. Wait, what kind of hate speech? What do you mean? Hate speech? Where? Where do you see it? Well, you know, hate speech. Yep. Yeah. But Twitch is not in that position where Big Tech wants to protect them. Oh no, Twitch doesn't matter in this scale. So competitors for Twitch can happen. And when they get the ball rolling, when they get views off of Twitch, and people actually think, oh, there's actually other channels that I want to watch that, oh, how things just escalate.
Of botting, which I think have been confirmed to some degree, though I'm not sure the full impact on the botting situation on Kick. But regardless, a lot of people are choosing to go to Kick, like actually making the choice as their first main platform to go to, because it offers a 95-5 split on sub revenue,
It's insane.
which blows every other platform out of the water, meaning you can make a living on Kick much faster than every other platform available, and that alone is appealing.
And their ads, if I'm not mistaken, also actually like were super good for creators. So I saw these old tweets. I'm not sure how real they are, but it was like, yeah, if you want to make it on Kick and make a living, you need roughly 1/7 ish of the audience that you would need on Twitch, and that's insanity. Like girls on Twitch need only 100 viewers to get those sim bucks. So you're telling me they don't even need 100 viewers on Kick to make it? Wow.
Enough to get people to sign up. But now it's very important to note that a lot of the streamers that are switching to platforms like Kick or Rumble are being paid to do so. And it's not even exclusive on those platforms,
True.
meaning they can have their cake and eat it too. If they're a Twitch streamer and they get a contract from Rumble, they can stream on Rumble part-time while still streaming on Twitch, and they're making a fucking bag off that Rumble contract while still having the Twitch audience. And of course, this is growing those platforms like Rumble and Kick. It's working very well for them. Their numbers are going nowhere but up. They're fucking popping off. Now, for the streamers that do make these...
Yep. Well, I told you. I said this when Mixer was a thing. Mixer needs to get enough people off of Twitch and onto themselves. And recently, Twitch just got Twitch banned Dr. Disrespect. They banned a lot of people actually off their platform with substantially big enough audiences. And over time, these bans have accumulated. And YouTube took a lot of those people. And now there's Kick, there's Rumble. And, well, Twitch is probably going to be dethroned, honestly. Because Twitch offers nothing. Nothing to people. The reputation, again, it completely does not matter. You know, if reputation... Here's, by the way, the proof that reputation did not matter. If reputation did matter, then no one would be talking about Rumble, because Rumble is that place where all the bad things that happen on Twitch happen there, but they happen in the open, technically. So, yeah, no one cares actually about reputation.
These contract decisions and do, like, the part-time streaming elsewhere... This does come with very real backlash for obvious reason, right? So, like, we'll use Rumble for an example. If you're switching from Twitch to part-time on Rumble, that maybe makes your audience feel a bit betrayed and that you're greedy, because no one's switching from Twitch to Rumble because they think Rumble is a better platform. It's a place filled with nothing but negativity and a horrible reputation, so clearly the motivation to do part-time there is because they were offered a lot of money to do so, which... to a lot of audiences isn't a very good look. Now, this was me laying the landscape of everything that's going on in the streaming space right now. This is no different than what Mixer tried. It's just a different time period for streaming. So while Mixer offered a lot of money to 3 big Twitch streamers to switch, it wasn't enough to grow their platform, because once they went offline, nobody stayed and they went back to Twitch.
Yep.
Well, now that's a little different. They're getting a lot more streamers that are just naturally going to these platforms, like Kick, for example. So even when they do make a signing for a big streamer to go to Kick, that audience might stay and watch some of the other streamers that have naturally chosen to go there. And I think that
Yeah, this is the thing. You just need to have enough people on your platform. This is the same thing that happened, and I was laughing about the idiots who said, "Oh, TikTok's never gonna succeed. I'm a big YouTuber. I'm not gonna do TikTok. None of the big YouTubers or Twitch streamers are doing TikTok. It's not gonna succeed because we're not there." That was unironically the opinion of so many literal imbeciles. This is why I never trust. This is why you should never trust personalities on the internet. Most of them are financially illiterate. Most of them are literal morons. Okay, and that was the opinion of so many people. And I was looking at that and I was saying, you absolute morons. If TikTok has enough eyes on it, it will create TikTok stars naturally. If there's enough people watching a thing, it's gonna create its own celebrities. It doesn't need you, some kind of, 10 million YouTube subscriber dude to go post videos on there. Because it has the viewership to create its own celebrities. This is the same thing that people are making fun of, by the way, not Twitch, but Twitter, about Elon Musk saying, "Oh, you can upload full videos and stuff like that." And there are people who are unironically saying, "Well, who's gonna watch a full video on Twitter? YouTube's made for that." Bruh, if there's an interesting video on Twitter that I want to watch that isn't on YouTube, and I found it on Twitter, I'm not even gonna go and search if I can't find it on another platform. I'm just watching it on TikTok. Not TikTok, but Twitter. As long as there are enough eyes, you do not need celebrities from other platforms to come. You will just create your own celebrities. It's a natural thing that will always happen. This is why you could, by the way, this is why you could completely shadow ban and ban absolutely all of the top 1,000 streamers on Twitch, and the platform literally would not care. That's the reality. The platform would literally not care. People would just flock to the next, to the 1001 streamer, and they would all get those views. That's how reality works.
it is happening to a certain extent, still not in a huge way, but just the fact that, unlike Mixer, people are choosing to go to these platforms without a contract is already a step in a different direction than how that played out for Mixer. And where do I stand on all this? I think competition is great. Competition is always the best thing for consumers. If Twitch was still like a monopoly on streaming, it would have no motivation to get better. It would stay stagnant and keep making horrible fucking decisions.
Oh, also, speaking about Twitch, Twitch has one slight problem, and that is that people on Rumble can literally just go on Twitter and make fun of the people on Twitch. Call them names, do whatever they want. And if the person on Twitch replies to them on Twitter or whatever, and they reply in a not so great way, they can get banned off Twitch. Which is also funny because Twitch is the punching bag that cannot answer, because their streamers are supposed to carry the spirit or whatever they call it of Twitch outside of the platform, and can get banned for inappropriate behavior off of the platform. So everyone can make fun of Twitch streamers without any problems or fears. Yet the Twitch streamers need to grind their teeth and take it while everyone's just literally ripping on them, which is quite hilarious.
But now that there's pressure from all the other players like YouTube, Kick, Rumble, whatever, it is going to force Twitch to be better. So that's a win-win for everyone. Competition is always a good thing. It doesn't matter what platform you're most loyal to as a viewer or a streamer, you should be celebrating the fact that competition is blooming.
True.
Here. Now, I'm not super thrilled about the fact that two of the big competitors have so much horrible shit going on their platforms, like Kick and Rumble. There is so much degeneracy and hatred that comes from those places that it really fucking sucks. Not everyone who uses those services are pieces of shit or racist or anything like that.
Saved.
But the platforms are time and time again becoming more and more known for the worst possible shit to come from them. So I would hope that as these platforms keep growing and keep making Twitch sweat and just like competing in this landscape, I would hope that they start to crack down or put the kibosh on all of like this actual hatred that gets spewed from them. Because I mean, that's just awful. I worry that they probably won't though, because for a lot of people, that ability to just be racist is appealing to them. So maybe they won't. I don't really know. But I don't think that's good. But I do think competition itself is good. I would just like to see in the future the other competitors not be known for like horrible degenerate garbage.
As soon as the other competitors get enough audience, they will slowly try and fix that.
Like, I'd prefer that if they were competitive because they were offering a better service. Like, Kick is offering a better sub-split, right? And YouTube is offering better streaming quality and other better quality of life features. So to be competitive in a good way, as opposed to just being like an alternative to Twitch because now you can be racist over there. That's just trash. But yeah, overall, I just wanted to talk about this whole streaming wars thing because I think people should be celebrating competition more as opposed to shitting on it.
True.
People should be happy that not everyone's just immediately going to Twitch now. It's better that people are now choosing things like YouTube. I think that's good. Makes everything better. Always need to put a smile on your face when competition emerges in the space.
And that's pretty much it. 3 seconds left. And the winner at the end of the day is gonna be YouTube. Without a doubt. It's gonna be YouTube. It just is what it is. Anyway, this was Quizzer Citizen. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. And have a nice day. Bye-bye!